In 2021, New Year's resolutions won't work. In this video, I'm gonna tell you what does. Hey, my name's Jesse Ecker and welcome to 2021. I'm sure you've heard that a bunch, and I'm sure you've gone and done your planning and you've done your New Year's resolutions and you're like, this is gonna be my best year yet. And you've probably done that before, right? Maybe you've done it over the last couple of years. Maybe you've done it every single year that you've tried to progress in your life. And I'm not saying that's something that you shouldn't do, but the way that most people do it just flat out doesn't work. So instead of doing the typical New Year's resolutions, here's what I think you should focus on instead to get better results so that you can actually have your best year yet. So today I'm gonna be talking about something different than resolutions. I'm gonna be talking about habits. Why habits? Because habits is what really creates our life. It really creates what we do as far as actions go so that we can create the life that we really want. A resolution or intention is great to have as far as what we want. We gotta figure out what we want, but to actually bridge the gap from what we want mentally to physically actually achieving it, we need to develop habits. So I've got 4 habits that I would like you to start to ingrain, to start to use so that you can actually make this year your best one yet. Habit number 1, it's called the one and done. And this is one that has been big for me. So when before, I would be like, oh, I need to get to that, or I need to do that, or something would come up and then I would basically be in my head like, oh, I'll get to that when I get an opportunity. But once I started to develop the one and done, I started to do things where it would not stay in my head of things I need to do anymore. I would get it done or I would schedule it. So the one and done is all about when something comes up for you that you know you want to do or need to do, you either take 2 approaches. One, you either do it right there, right? So this could be as easy as putting away something that you have left out, right? So like drying something or putting it away as far as dishes go, whatever it is, you get it done right there, right? You get it one and done. Like you think about it and it's done, okay? So it's not in your head anymore. The second way you can approach it without being so impulsive, because we don't want you to just stop doing everything that you normally do. The second way you do this is you schedule it to do it at a later time, right? So when you think about it, you say, oh, this is what I need to do. You go ahead and schedule it into your calendar to do at a different time. Now, I use my phone, and my phone has Siri, which has the reminders. So anytime that I need to do something, I'm like, Siri, remind me to do this at a certain time. It just went off. And what will end up happening is my reminder will come up to do it at a different time. Now this is for personal or business. It doesn't matter for me. What's most important is it doesn't stay in my head anymore. And so what that actually allows me to do is keep working on what I'm doing, but also develop the habit of not keeping things in my head so that I can keep moving forward on the things and be fully focused on what I'm doing. So the one and done habit has been amazing for me because I used to procrastinate quite a bit. And so what it's done is it's made me do the things that I need to do, or at least get the things that I need to get done out of my head so that I will do those things and I don't forget about them in the future, right? The worst thing that could happen is like a week goes by, it's like, oh, crap, I forgot to do that. Or, oh, I still need to do that. And when I feel like I still need to do things, it makes me feel bad about the situation. It makes me feel like I want to procrastinate or something like that. So the one and done habit is one way that you're gonna make a huge, huge, huge momentum gain in 2021. Habit number 2. Habit number 2 is something you've probably heard before. It's not something new, but have you actually done it? Have you executed? So this is just having a daily routine. Whether that is a morning routine, an afternoon routine, or an evening routine, it's important to have at least one disciplined routine every single day, or at least 5 days a week if you're working, or on the weekends, your own weekend routines. Why? Because this routine creates consistency in your life. Consistency is really what separates success versus not success, right? People who are consistently doing the things that they need to do versus people who want to do the things that they need to do, but then don't consistently act on them, makes a huge difference in the results that they get. So you want to be consistent in what you do. That's consistency, not just with the actions, but your disciplines of how you show up each and every day. So what is your morning routine? Do you have one? What is your evening routine? Do you have one? What I want you to do is just create one routine. The routine could be anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour. It doesn't really matter as long as you are consistently doing it and you don't skip out on it. So you commit to yourself, this is my routine, whether it's the morning or whether it is the evening. I don't care what it is. You need to have one if you want to be successful this year. So habit number 2 is all about creating a routine for yourself. Create that routine of consistency. And what you should do is every 90 days is review the routine. Is it still conducive for the lifestyle that you want? Is it still helping you progress forward? Is it something you want to continue doing, or do you want to make some modifications? Don't make the modifications too early, because you are then just coming up with different routines. You don't get into the mindset of being consistent and having this daily discipline. So make sure that you create your routines and pick one from your morning or your evening, but you just gotta have one. So that is habit number 2, is create a routine. Habit number 3, this is more mindset than anything. It's all about the way that you wanna show up in your life. And this one is so big for my 2020, and then I'm continuing to do for 2021. And this is the idea of accepting what is versus resisting what is. One of the biggest things that we all witnessed in 2020, which is something that's just life work for most people, is that we can't control the circumstances in our life. Not saying that there's better circumstances or not saying that there's more ideal circumstances or not. Our narrative, the subjective narrative that we create around the circumstance that we've been dealt or that we're experiencing, is what creates either peace in our life or suffering in our life. So the story that we create, the subjective narrative around the circumstance that we cannot control, is what creates either harmony in our life or suffering in our life. For 2021, if you want to create that best life possible, that best year possible, your goal should be create more peace in your life, not more suffering. When you create more suffering, you get more worry. More worry creates more fear, creates more chaos in your life, which then doesn't allow you to show up and be the best possible version of yourself. If you want to live in peace and harmony, you got to accept what is. Not saying what is might suck. Not saying what is might not be ideal. Not saying what is the best case scenario for you, but that's what is. And you can't change it. So if you can't change it, then accept it. And if you can accept it, then you'll start to objectively look at it. How do I best approach this that's more conducive to the life I want to live, the life I want to have? And that will then open you up to start to flow through things more easily versus block things and then put yourself into a spiral. So accepting what is going to be a crucial habit for your 2021 success. Habit number 4. Habit number 4 is all about making massive life changes with tiny changes. So I'm gonna tell you to say screw off to the big life changes and hell yeah to the small little changes you want to make in your life. Very simply, you can't expect to make big changes without making small changes first, right? If you're not in the habit of making small changes, why do you think you'll be able to make big ones? We go into the new year wanting so much different things in our life, more different perspective, more different achievements or accomplishments, or getting rid of some things that are just not supporting us anymore. And so what ends up happening is we create this laundry list of amazing aspirations or things that we want to change for the new year, but we're not in the behavior of doing it. And so the motivation is there at the new year where we're like, yeah, let's do this. But then when we get to a day where we're not really feeling it, that motivation is gone, and the ability of us actually getting that big, massive change is huge, right? There's a huge gap between us doing it and actually achieving it. And so one of the most habitual things that is going to help you so much this year is not focus on the massive gain that you want to have, but focus on seriously just having a tiny little gain in the habit that you can create. For example, let's say you want to be more mindful this year and you want to create a routine of meditating every single day. Well, a lot of people would say, I'm going to meditate 20 minutes every single day. And those people are most likely setting themselves up to fail. So what would be a better way of doing this? Well, from this book called Tiny Habits, BJ Fogg talks about, well, your tiny habit can literally just be getting the meditation pillow out. That's it. Not even meditating. Or it could be sitting in your meditation spot. That's it. Just sitting in the spot. You're not committing to any meditation. Or one other thing you could do is literally taking 3 deep breaths. That's it. That's your tiny habit. Once you get in the habit of doing that, taking your meditation pillow out, sitting in your chair, or just taking 3 deep breaths, well, then you can start to progress farther. You can start to do more. But you've done this tiny little habit that doesn't anchor off of motivation, doesn't necessarily mean, doesn't go anything with ability, right? So like your ability to actually do 20 minutes versus just 3 breaths, and it gives you this opportunity to actually make a change. So my goal for you is the big changes, focus on the small changes. Focus on the tiny little habits that are really going to help dictate the rest of your life and dictate your behavior versus the big changes that you probably won't never get into. Remember, at the beginning of the year, everyone's excited for these massive changes, but are you gonna be excited like that every single day of the year? Most likely not. So how can you create a smaller habit that's easier for you to do, an easy win for you to have, and something that's going to really affect you in your life on a progressive level, compounded over the year, versus making you feel bad when you don't do it. So those are the 4 habits for 2021 success. I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know in the comments below, which one of the 4 habits are you feeling and which one are you gonna start to ingrain and implement into your life? I hope this year is an amazing year for you. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your attention, and have a great rest of your day.